Hey, I'm Jonathan Sewell Sales at Mitchell Mazda, and I'm standing with the 2019 Mazda CX-5 Signature, and I'm going to go a little bit deeper and cover more features. Oh, and this one's in the Soul Red Crystal. Let's get started up front. The first thing you notice is this nice chrome bezel here, which is carried over from the 2017 remodel, second generation. And on the Signature, of course, you've got LED headlights here and LED daytime running lights. And the other thing that you'll notice is front sonar. So you've got 4 points, 2 on each side. And then, of course, this big radar right here in the Mazda logo, which houses the radar for Mazda Radar Cruise Control. And this also is used for the smart city brake support. So you get some extra benefits there from that radar. And of course you have, this is an import vehicle, so from Japan. So you can see that up front from its transport or over water carry. This is a brand new wheel for 2019 on the Grand Touring and the Grand Touring Reserve and Signature. It's the new 19-inch wheel. It's very nice, very stylish, and has that chrome finish to it on the paint. And of course, nice Toyo tires. So 19-inch wheels on this Signature model. And again, I'm just letting the sun reflect off of it in this Soul Red Crystal. It's one of our we got several beautiful colors that have a special paint layered system, and this is one of them. So it's very beautiful. And as we go around the vehicle, pointing out also the 360 camera that's around. So this is on one of the cameras there to cover this side. And although it's not in position, these on the Signature are power folding. So when you lock it up, those will fold in. Couple of changes they made on this body style to make things quieter in the cabin. All of your CX-5s have this extra gasket right here that you can see. It just helps the wind travel continuously instead of getting caught in that door edge. So it's a very nice feature, and this is why the CX-5 in this segment is one of the most quiet. Standard on the Signature to match the wheels is a nice chrome roof rail here. Of course, moonroof also. And then you can see back there the shark fin antenna right there. That helps for all the satellite radio, GPS, all those things. And as we move around to the back, again, you see sonar right here. And all the Signatures are all-wheel drive, so they all have this badging. The SG all-wheel drive. And so this all-wheel drive is intelligent. It's actually a little bit different than what you'd expect. Instead of just reacting to slippage that's detected in the front drive axle, it actually predicts that there's, because of the conditions and because of the roads, and it acts faster than actual slippage. So it's some new technology and very cool. And of course, you have the dual exhaust with the chrome outlets there. And of course, this is something that we're kind of getting used to on SUVs, but it does have the power rear liftgate and the Signature. Very nice. Can control that on the, lost something there. You can control that on the fob as well. The sun just moved behind the clouds, so you can see that this still has a lot of shine to it, that Soul Red Crystal. But what I'm most excited about on this vehicle is what lies right here under the hood, and we'll talk about that now. So the real big news about the Signature, but also the Grand Touring Reserve, is what they've upgraded to here. This is the 2.5 liter Skyactiv G engine that we've seen on the Mazda 6 and we've seen on the CX-9 now, and of course the Mazda 3 as well, but now we see it on the CX-5. And in these two trim packages, you upgraded this 2.5 liter, and so that goes to 227 horsepower with regular fuel and as high as 250 horsepower with premium. So that's some good stuff there, and boy does this compact SUV have some pep with that engine. I wanted to point out a few other things while we were here. Of course, sound is really, all these details were to give the better driving experience and riding experience. So you can see all the way around these extra gaskets here that help keep the sound of this engine inside this area and outside of the cabin. As you look around the front too, sort of the same idea. As this hood is down, it's got this extra gasket to help that wind just blow right over the nose instead of catch it in between and make a little bit of noise. And then you've got another one here that helps keep that engine sound this way. Now, as we see in most manufacturers now, especially imports, you do have clear fluid containers. So here's your windshield wiper fluid, also your coolant here, and then when you look back here, your brake fluid right here. Of course, this is electronic power steering, so you don't have any power steering fluid. So very convenient with your fuses right up here. Nice air box for this engine, turbocharged, so you want to get a lot of air to it, and of course a cold shot from that turbo. And this is very impressive, and everything's so tight in there because it wants to keep the sound down, and so it's something to keep going here on this Signature, and it's so much fun to drive with this engine. Let's take a peek inside. As we go to open this up, this does have our advanced keyless entry system, so you can touch to lock or touch to unlock when you're coming in. It is unlocked already. And then this interior is upgraded more than any CX-5 before. And the first things that catch my eye because of the sun is this chrome edition here. So on the Signature, you have this upgraded interior trim with a lot of chrome around. And then the other thing, the second thing I guess that catches my eye is this Napa leather, brown Napa leather, and they call it a Caturra brown. A Caturra brown, and then this is real wood accents here. So you'll see this all the way throughout, and it's very nice, very upscale and premium. Of course, you have a 10-speaker Bose system that's standard in this, and you have your memory seating right here, and all your power features, power seat features on both sides. And we'll take a peek inside in just a moment, but let's just check out these seats. They're perforated because they're heated and ventilated. Of course, some of the Grand Touring Premium package, you also have the heated steering wheel, which gives a little extra nice cushion on that too when you're holding that steering wheel. But I love the craftsmanship of these seats. Very comfortable, and that Napa leather is very nice. Let's just take a quick look back here. So on the Signature, you also have the rear air vents for the rear passengers, and this nice fold down armrest. And what's that? Heated rear seats. So nice little controls here for that, and also two high-speed or 2-amp chargers of USB, so you can stay warm in the back seat and keep your devices charged. Very nice. And again, this is all finished out very nice, very soft, very comfortable. And so of course you have some features here where these fold down for access to more cargo, and it's a 60-40 split, so it's pretty nice, very comfortable. And you can even fold this down in the center here to get some long items in. Let's put that back. So the Signature is nice all the way around. 5-passenger, all 3-point harnesses back here in the back, and then of course some versatility for extra cargo. Let's jump inside and look at the instrumentation. All right, before I crank it up, I just wanted to go over a few of these buttons. You have your volume control here, and this is to track seek. for Seek on the radio or to jump tracks on your streaming music. This info button actually controls what shows up on the center gauge here, which is all LED, so you can see without it turned on that multi-information display right there. And very nice. The Grand Touring and Touring is over here on the side, but it's moved centrally here on the Grand Touring Reserve and Signature. And so it's all LED. That of course shows your speedometer, but also in the center there through this info button, and we'll see that when we crank it up, you can change to different features. Here's your proximity and cruise settings here as far as the distance, and then of course your cruise control settings here. I didn't mention this outside, excuse me, but you also have rain sensing wipers, which is again a premium feature. Right here's control for the sonar. You can change your views for that 360 camera, and then power liftgate as well. Traction control button and lane departure alert. So of course on the Signature, your standard, and you can see from these vents and things up here that you have a camera as well as that radar, and everything's just a little upscale. You've got this LED light here shining down, so it lights up this area, the cup holders, and auto hold with electronic park and brake, which is real neat. Of course, your commander control here for driving down the road. And I've got another video which I'll put right up top here, but driving this in normal or sport is a dramatic difference, even though the engine already kind of spoils you. Then you have automatic control, dual climate, with your heated seats and your ventilated seats here. And then of course your heated steering wheel if necessary. And we've seen some cold days, but it's also been fairly warm. So, and it's warm right now, so I'm gonna crank it up. Push button start. Turn that down a little bit. Rear occupant notification system here. So someone's been in there, what have you, it'll tell you that the seat belts are undone. And very accustomed to the view here on the widescreen. Of course, it's got the Mazda navigation system. Also, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay are standard on this. So a lot of good things going on as far as connectivity and technology. And here's that screen. Let me jump over to the steering wheel here. Here's what I was talking about before. So I'm toggling this info button, and you get to see 7,500 miles for service, 80 miles to empty, and you can see that's pretty cool how it changes right there and shows you what's going on. You can even have it just the speedometer. And then this is also pretty cool right here with your fuel right there. So a lot of cool things right up here, and of course it'll show for your lane departure alert and notification. And then if you can see it, see if I can, there it is right there. You see that 0, and my focus is messing up a little bit, but that's your active driving display that's standard coming up from this area right here. You see my fingers right on it, so it shows the speedometer. Also has road sign detection, which is some new technology. It's pretty cool. And you do have one plug here for charging devices, but also as you open up here is for your Apple CarPlay would be on top, or Android Auto, and another charger here, and then of course your disc for the Mazda navigation system. So a lot of nice things going on in here, and these accents are pretty cool, real wood around. And the first ever Signature model. I do want to show you this 360 camera real quick though. Again, I'm sitting here, so here's the forward camera and the 360. I can toggle that on and off while I'm moving around, and then of course as I'm in reverse, you can change that back and forth right here, so you can have that 360 view in reverse or driving forward. It's pretty neat, and you can actually do that up to higher speeds than some other manufacturers, so you can see if you're, what's coming in front of you if necessary. And then of course the touchscreen works now, but it will not work at speeds over 5 miles per hour. So that's why you have the commander right here. And so definitely need to come check out this 2019 CX-5 Signature. Thank you for joining me for a look at this awesome ride, the 2019 Mazda CX-5 Signature. And I think you'll agree that Mazda's done an excellent job of offering more premium features on its vehicles. And the latest, of course, this vehicle right here with the Grand Touring Reserve and the Signature. Comfortable seats, upgraded visibility, amenities, and features. Very nice. I'm Jonathan Sewell Sales at Mitchell Mazda on the Boulevard in Enterprise. If you have any questions or comments, please fill out a comment below. Of course, like this video. I'd appreciate it if you do. And subscribe to my channel for more information about everything Mazda. And again, if you need more information, call or text me at 334-718-0504. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you behind the wheel of a Mazda.